What's up, dudes? My name... 3, 2, 1. What's up, dudes? My name is Nick. Welcome back for another music video reaction today. In this video, we're taking a look at the newest release from the rookie boy group called Noir that made their debut earlier in the year. I think maybe in like February or something like that. I don't remember the specific date, but the debut song was titled, was it Gangsta or Gangster? I'm not entirely sure. I don't remember that clearly off the top of my head either at the moment, but it was an enjoyable enough song for a debut. It was definitely, you know, it was good quality song. It was pretty good, and it was, so I'm looking forward to seeing what they're gonna do with this song, which is called Airplane Mode. And of course, they kind of teased this through a bunch of different videos, similar to like how they debut or teased their debut with a bunch of like solo or individual member teasers and all this sort of stuff leading up to this. So they built up the hype for a little bit of time, like a couple weeks, which is sort of normal, but I think it was a little bit longer than with the, you know, the typical average, you know, length of teasing is when it comes to K-pop release. But I'm gonna stop talking about that, and we're just gonna do what I do in all of my videos here, and that is I'm gonna get into this song and I'm gonna give you guys my honest first impression thoughts on this song to let you guys know whether I like it or not. So if you're interested in more stuff like that as I cover other releases in the future, then subscribe to the channel because there's plenty more where this video came from. So with all that being said, let's get this song started. This whole, what is it? It reminds me of something. That intro reminded me of, it had the, you know, same sound and stuff. It reminded me of something. I don't know, if it comes to me like with this part of the song kind of reminds me of, then I will definitely, obviously I will say it or I will leave it in a comment or something in this video, but well, that's a pretty cool dance move for some reason. I don't know, for some reason that kind of just, you know, stood out to me. I like that. I like that a little bit too, that was nice. It's a different, that's a very, very different, you know, sort of vibe and flow for a, I guess you call that a verse, I'm not entirely sure. I don't know, it's not coming to me. If the music in that from like the intro bit and the chorus kind of vaguely reminds you of another song from another group, then let me know in the comments. Maybe that will be, you know, kind of jog my memory. But it's like, it's from a popular group, like a really popular group. I think. I don't remember. For some reason, I love the whole, you know, hands in the pockets and like dance move, or, you know, that being their point dance. For some reason, that kind of stands out to me. I don't specifically know what it is about that dance move, but I really like it. So there's that. So I think the song is definitely a step forward in terms of like quality and stuff like that in some ways for this group in terms of like their release and all that kind of stuff. The entire song as a whole, I think, is at the very least, it's equally as good as their debut, promo song. It's equally as good, if not a little bit better. Not like by leaps and bounds. It's not like, oh my god, this is a huge step up for me, but it definitely is, I think, a song that it's good. I mean, it's kind of got a little bit of the typical, boy group sort of thing to it with the attitude and the, I guess, trying to kind of present a little bit of, badass attitude and a little bit of, swagger and some confidence and that kind of stuff through the music and the visual aspect of it. So there isn't really anything that is particular that kind of like stands out to me in that regard. It's not something that's, it's not breaking ground or, doing some interesting stuff with the, genre of music or a little bit of the visual styling and all that sort of stuff. It's kind of a little, run of the mill sort of stuff, which is fine. That's not really a criticism. It just is, those are all areas that they could, do something, that any group can do something with to make their release and their music video and the song stand out more from the crowd. And, they just decided not to do that with this one, which is fine. Doing something that everybody else is doing that just, tried and true is, you can't necessarily fail with that. The only thing that you can do is just not necessarily impress. It's not going to leave a negative impression. It just won't necessarily leave much of an impression at all. Which is good, because the other way is you like take a risk for doing something that's a little different and people aren't going to like it. And then it's going to leave a negative impression rather than just like basically having people not necessarily care so much about it. So, all in all, I mean, like I think, as I guess these rookie groups or just rookie groups in general from like any company, so for the most part, they just kind of play it safe until they build up a solid audience that can potentially absorb a little bit of a, drop in sales and stuff like that. And, they just put out another pretty solid song, and I really do enjoy it. And like, even though I know during the music video I was really, really focusing on like what exactly the sound of the chorus reminded me of, is like it made me think of another song, and I don't remember what it was. And I don't want to say that I'm super frustrated that I can't recall that song, but it was something that I'm like, this really, really, really has a very strong vibe with another song. Another K-pop song specifically, and I can't remember what it is, but I really do enjoy it. The entire vibe of that was really, really cool for some reason. It wasn't necessarily a song, or at least in the chorus, that just kind of like popped off and kind of was very, very intense, which, now that I kind of say that, like looking back, it seems to be a little bit of a trend, or at least a small trend, I should say, not like a major trend, like, everyone's doing it, but it is definitely something I'm seeing a little bit more with, K-pop groups, specifically boy groups, coming out with songs that kind of make you think that the chorus is going to be something that's like really, really intense and super, super, energy driven and stuff like that. And then the chorus they just don't deliver that expectation. They build up that expectation, then don't give it to you, and it kind of changes the way that you, I guess, feel and just receive and just kind of, I guess, what am I trying to say? How you kind of digest, I guess you can say, that whole progression from like a pre-chorus into the chorus and how it relates to the verses, which is cool. It's a little bit different. Which, I kind of do enjoy that, but the little bit of that intensity, or that lack of intensity, I guess, kind of just exudes a little bit of cool, calm, confidence and, that swagger. And then I think the whole dance move with the hands in the pockets and just the, little move side to side and all that stuff also kind of exudes a little bit of that attitude and confidence too. So, that right there is a little bit of that audio visual connection that, I say all the time is really, really strong and leaves the biggest impression on the person who is watching a music video, like no matter what. You could have the catchiest chorus, you could have the catchiest choreography, but those on their own do not create the strongest or as strong of an impression as having a relatively catchy looking point dance with a relatively or somewhat catchy chorus. having things that are just average when it comes to like how, you know, catchy they are when it comes to the visual aspect of a choreography or point dance, or the audio aspect of a chorus. You combine two average sounding and looking elements and you put them together in a way that they just kind of fit really, really well. And then that creates the most catchy and memorable moment in any song in the entire year, you know, and that beats out songs that have the most catchy melody in a song ever. It challenges those songs just by having you know average, you know, audio and visual elements combined in a perfect way. So that's what I got to say about this song. Maybe we'll come back and kind of review it a little bit later or something like that. I don't specifically know. Gonna make no promises for this one, but of course, I want to know what you guys think about it, so let me know in the comment box below. Don't be afraid to share your thoughts on this song, whether you like it or not, because we're trying to build a community here that is all about having some free and open discussion about our thoughts and opinions, no matter what they are. So if you're interested in joining that community, then click on the subscribe button down below, and also click on the bell icon to turn on notifications to make sure that you do not miss any of the videos that I upload to this channel. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. As always, I want to thank you for watching, and I will see you all next time.